What's good, everybody? It's your boy Furb, Whistle Gang Podcast, and I'm tired of the national media disrespecting my team. I am tired of all the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter GMs. This is Whistle Gang Podcast, and I'm here to tell you to RELAX. I got you next. Shout out to P. Shout out to Monty. But this is a solo episode. I gotta get my rocks off today. I just got to. Let's talk about 49er free agency and everything that's going on right now. If you've been watching Whistle Gang Podcast from the beginning, especially beginning of this season, I've told you guys this was happening. I predicted this. I said, and I kept telling everybody that this will be the last year with the Avengers. As it stat, I said that we were going to lose Aaron Banks in free agency. I said that Juice was going to get cut. I didn't really predict the Debo thing, but as the season went on, I said Debo, this is probably Debo's last year. I knew we was losing Hufanga, all pro. I knew we was going to lose Greenlaw. I mean, these are things that I said. Mooney Ward. Like, I knew these guys were not returning, and I said it from the get-go. But you, as a 49er fan, why are you upset about these things? Think about it. Huff, my guy, all pro. I think he's a very, very talented and great safety when healthy. How many games has he missed? He's played in like 4 or 5 games in the last 2 seasons. We don't need that. We need players who are available. Greenlaw, we all love Greenlaw. Everybody's upset about Greenlaw. Greenlaw's that thumper. He's Fred's road dog. Unfortunately, Greenlaw tore erupted his Achilles in the Super Bowl, which probably cost us the Super Bowl. Came back last year, week 16 or so. Got hurt immediately after the first half. These are guys who are not available. We need to get younger, better, faster. Aaron Banks, very solid left guard. Not the best. Very solid. Got overpaid to go to Green Bay. Juice, he's available. He plays, but he's just really a fan favorite. Probably more so of his wife, you know. Over the years, and yes, he's a Pro Bowler, but the Pro Bowl is a joke now. But I mean, we're not running I formation, lining up and saying, okay, go in there, Juice, and hit the linebacker, and JP or CMC runs off to him and goes. Like, that's very rare that we line up. In actuality, last year we were second to last in the NFL in short yardage third down conversion. What does that tell you? The line has to get better. Don't need Juice. We can't even convert a 3rd and 2, a 3rd and 1. I mean, these are things that the team is making, I think, some really good decisions. Like, we need to get better, younger, and faster. Mooney Ward, he was never coming back. Personal reasons. He just was never coming back. That's my guy. Shout out to Mooney. Appreciate you. Love you, my brother. And good luck to you. But he was never coming back ever. So with all that being said, just relax. Stop listening to the national media. When has the national media been right about the 49ers or any NFL team for that matter? But unless it's an actual trade or actual free agent and they're breaking the news or reporting the news, when they do these projections and things that could or should happen, they're false. Also, a lot of the times, they're just throwing stuff out there because they have nothing else to talk about. It's right now, it's baseball preseason, which nobody watches or care about. But If you guys know me, I'm a huge Mets fan. I do, but most of you people don't. Basketball to me doesn't start until April when it's the playoffs. So there's not much to talk about with the playoffs except Cleveland's run right now and who's the MVP, Shea or Jokic. That's it. To talk about in basketball. Football is the only thing that moves the needle in sports talk. So they have to come up with these ideas and scenarios and different things to keep us not informed, but us engaged and us listening. And they're never right. Us, Ryan Clark, 49ers should go into a rebuild. I'll get into that later, but trade CMC. Stop. Full stop. Stop. We're trading BA. Stop. We just signed BA, right? Why would we trade him? Why would a team trade for BA? You would have to take on his 30 million plus year contract. And then you don't even know if he's fully healthy or when he's coming back. So not even for the 49ers. It's more so, why would a team trade for him right now? It makes no sense. What else are they saying? What else is out there? It's just a lot, man. It's just craziness. It's madness. Like, stop listening to the national media. We're not trading CMC. We're not trading BA. We're not in a rebuild. This is just, frankly, a retool, a reshuffle. We're getting younger. Hopefully, we'll get better. And move forward. What we're doing right now, first of all, for everybody who doesn't know, we have over 80 million in dead cap space this year. 80 million. That's a lot of money, and it leads the NFL. You got to think. Lynch, Kyle Shanahan, they drafted really well. As much as we harp on the Trey Lance miss and Solly miss and D-Buck was a hit, but I think D-Buck and Armstead was either right at the beginning or a little bit before. I think that was Jim Tom Sola and them. But for as much as we talk about the misses, look at the hits. Fred Warner, best middle linebacker in football. I think he's 3rd or 4th round. George Kittle, 5th round. Arguably the best tight end in football. Brock Purdy, 7th round. I mean, I could go on. Last year, Mustafa, Ronaldo Green, those are hits. Right guard, I'm had drawn a blank right now, but like those are hits in the draft. And we have, I think, 7 picks in the first 3 rounds this year. Like, yo, we can see a change of the guard for the good. Now, we talk about this dead cap space. Let's go to Buffalo. Buffalo last year, over $60 million in dead cap space. What did they do? NFL MVP and Josh Allen didn't miss a beat. And played in the AFC championship against the Chiefs. Go 2 years ago, our own division, the Rams. Remember? Traded away Ramsey, all his dead cap stuff, Aaron Donald money. And what did they do? Drafted really well. That defense is all young guys, hungry, kicking our ass. And what did they do? They should have beat the Eagles last year in the 1st round. But right now, what are they? They just got Devontae Adams. They still got all the young guys. They even get rid of Cooper Kupp. They re-signed Stafford. And they will be the favorites in the NFC West this year. Unfortunately, that's just a fact. They'll be the favorites in the NFC West next year. So what is it? What do we have to do? The reason why I tell you guys to relax? Well, we have Brock Purdy. Now, if you watch the show, if you hear me or you see my takes, I am a Brock Purdy fan, for the record. I'm just not in favor of paying a quarterback, any quarterback, 40, 50, 60 million, because it then hampers and the rest of the team, handcuffs you. You can't go sign. You can't keep all the guys you want to keep. You can't do all the things because you're paying the quarterback too much money. Now, that's an NFL problem. That's an NFL salary cap issue. Plus, I guess I'm a little radical probably with my thought process on this whole quarterback thing, but that's totally different topic. But you have Brock Purdy, quarterback, boom. CMC will be back, fully healthy, boom. You got a left tackle in Trent Williams, boom. Probably last year, maybe another one, but he should be at the top of his game as long as he doesn't get hurt. Yes, he's older, but you have a left tackle. Quarterback, left tackle, boom. Now, wide receiver room, still some stuff to be done. You're gonna have BA at some point. I would say maybe he misses the first 4 games of the year and he comes back ready to go. But BA is a number 1 receiver. Do not get it twisted. Forget how last year started off and all that other crap. BA is a number 1 receiver in this league and will prove so. Then you have Slick Rick. Slick Rick was drafted last year preparing for the Debo exit. Slick Rick is the slot receiver. Slick Rick gets busy, and I think Slick Rick with a fully, hopefully, pray to God, offseason, healthy offseason, will come in guns blazing, and he will be that slot guy to replace Debo when Debo was the slot real wide receiver guy before he got his contract and started doing all this running stuff. But Slick Rick will be that guy. And then who do you have? You have Third and Jawan. I think Third and Jawan would probably get an extension this year, sometime before camp or something like that, for maybe like another 2 or 3 years. It opens up more salary cap flexibility. Plus, he deserves it. He deserves it. Third and Jawan will be that third receiver. And then you sign Demarcus Robinson. Now, that is just whatever. And there's some things that he probably will be suspended from some past stuff, which is dumb, but he's a big body. He's a good receiver. He will make plays for us. And then you still have Cowan and some other guys. You still got T.O.'s son on the practice squad. And then we still have the draft. So the wide receiver room will probably get better. There's still some good wide receivers out there. I would love for us to go sign Cooper Kupp, let him stay in the division. I think that would be a monster pickup for us. But I kind of see him and Slick as the same type of receiver. Obviously, that slot. But who knows? But there's still wide receivers out there that we can go get. So we'll see. Tight end. Obviously, we got Kittle. Kittle is the best tight end in football. Last year had a phenomenal year. He for sure will get an extension this offseason, and he will retire as a 49er. We did sign Luke Farrell from Jacksonville. This was a move to help one, obviously, to replace Juice as that blocking guy. Luke Farrell's a very good, dominant blocking tight end. And what he would do, he's going to obviously help in the run game, go 2 tight end sets, but also two tight end sets, play action. He stays in, Kittle goes out, different things like that. I'm sure Cal will be able to scheme him up, be able to use him as a weapon to block and do things. And I'm sure he'll get a couple of targets, but he only has like 12 catches like for his career. In like 4 or 5 seasons. So, but that's nothing here or there. But that's just a solid pickup. And like I said before, still have the draft. The line. Now the line is there's a lot left to be desired. The biggest thing I want to see happen with the line right now is I would love for us to go out and get Mekhi Becton. You put Mekhi Becton at left guard right next to Trent. That left side will be dominant. Those are big monsters. Mekhi Becton is like 6'9" or some shit, like 370. So you put him there. I'm not sure why he's not signed. Obviously, he was a first-round bust with the Jets. Went to the Eagles last year, won a Super Bowl, signed as a tackle, but they moved him into guard. I'm not sure. Obviously, tackles get paid more than guards. So I'm not sure if he hasn't been signed yet because he's trying to hold out for tackle money or something and doesn't want to play guard. I don't know, but hopefully they can convince him to come play guard for us, and play next to Trent, learn from Trent, and maybe he can then blossom back out to tackle. I don't know. But with our 11th pick, we must get one of those tackles that's on the board. I've been saying all along, I think it'll be the tackle out of Texas. But we'll see. And then obviously we still need some more signings and stuff like that. Go to the defensive side of the ball. We missed out on Joey Bosa. It is what it is. We let go Leonard Floyd. We have probably the worst D-line room in the football right now. So, lot to be desired there. A lot of work to do. I'm not sure what they're going to do. But there's some guys out there. Like, don't get it twisted. There are guys out there left on the D line. There are edge rushers. There's all types of guys that are available in the second wave of players. But like Aziz Overlari, who was drafted by the Giants, is out there. Supposedly, we reached out and talked to him. There's so many guys out there, man. Zadarius Smith, who got traded to the Lions last year. They released him. He's available. Preston Smith, another edge rusher from Pittsburgh. He's available. Matt Judon is available. There are some dogs and some guys out there in this second wave of free agency. And I think that's where the 49ers will play. They're going to play in this second wave of guys who obviously don't command the big dollars and the big bucks, but they're solid guys. Just solid guys that we could have and replace and put up front. But then, like I've said, we still have to draft to get better. Linebackers. Middle linebacker Fred Warner, bar none, best middle linebacker in football. You have drawing a damn blank, but you have his other running mate who took a huge step last year. And then they still got to bring some guys in. We did sign. Who did we sign? We signed. I'm saying drawing a blank. I know we signed some guys. Linebacker. We signed Luke Gifford. So Gifford is more so for special teams. He was actually rated like one of the top special teams guys in the league last year. Obviously he'll play some type of backup linebacker role. But as you guys know, we had one of the worst special teams in the league last year. So that's more of a special teams pickup. Go to the secondary. I'm excited about our secondary. It's actually kind of shocking to see us sign secondary guys. But man, Mustafa, Ronaldo Green on one side, Lenore on the other side. I think those two are going to be special with Mustafa coming in that strong safety. And then you got Brown. Brown was drafted 2 years ago out of Penn State. I guess they're not high on him as I thought they were. There's some stuff that he's not doing or picking up in coverage and or in the run game. So, we signed Richie Grant out of Atlanta, 1 year deal. We also signed another safety. Jason Pinnock. Pinnock from the Giants, which is crazy is because he actually led the league from the safety position in sacks. So he's like a blitzing safety. So maybe that kind of Hufanga role of just being all over the place. So I'm excited to see who they pair with Mustafa. I think it's no question that Mustafa is starting. The competition would be at the other safety spot, and then obviously the other guys would be on special teams. And we did sign Trey Brown out of Seattle. He got hurt a little bit last year, but one of his top games was actually shutting down Jamar Chase out of the Bengals. He shut him down. And all of these guys are on 1 year deals. So it's not like we're tying in a bunch of money to these guys or anything like that. Like, we just gotta trust the process. Just trust Lynch. Let's go through the process. 1 year deals. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. I think we're gonna be fine. We play a 4th place schedule for everybody who doesn't know. We play a 4th place schedule next year. Will I think we win 11, 12 games? No. But for sure, 8 or 9, maybe 10, depending how things shake out, with a chance, obviously, competing for a wild card spot as of now. But it all depends on the draft. I mean, we have so many picks in the draft, especially in the first 3 rounds. We have 7. We hit on 5 of them. Like you talking now, that changes everything, man. That changes everything. So we just got to be diligent, um, relax, and make sure these guys just hit. And just stop poo-pooing on the team and everything like that. We did sign Mac Jones as well. So we got Brock, who will sign a big deal here soon. And then obviously Mac Jones is a backup. I don't look pay it. I don't. There's nothing to it. I don't think with this whole Mac Jones thing. It is what it is. We signed Mac Jones. We signed Mac Jones. He's a capable backup, first round talent. News and stuff was like was supposedly we liked him coming out of Alabama, so he's there. I mean, it's just going to be Kyle doing what Kyle does. He's going to rehabilitate him, and we'll have him as a backup, and he'll leave us in 2 years and go off and sign a big deal somewhere else and possibly get another starting job somewhere else. But our guys, Brock Purdy, running back CMC, Jordan Mason is back. We also re-signed Patrick Taylor. So running backs is straight. So we don't need to draft another running back when we could just sign an unrestricted free agent or kind of stuff like that. So listen, just relax, y'all. I'm not happy with a lot of the departures. They are like, you know what I'm saying, our favorites, our fan favorites, as you would say, but just trust the process. Like if these guys, we get out all this financial stuff this season, but we hit on these guys, these draft picks, you'll see a different team, man. You'll be like, whoa, let's go. If we could hit on these picks like we've done in the past, but hit on them with more of them, and everybody stays healthy, we are still a very, very good football team. There's so many all pros on this team still. Like, stop. So get that rebuild stuff out your mind. Anytime somebody says that to you, just slap them or something. Like, don't talk football with those guys. We are not rebuilding. If anything, we are retooling and setting ourselves up for the future. And the future's bright in the bay, baby. Listen, Whistle Gang Podcast. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Also, hit that bell. Anytime we go live or a new video or thing like that drops, you get a notification. We appreciate all the love and support out there, man. We got so much stuff working behind the scenes. But man, Whistle Gang Podcast, we love you. Appreciate you. Peace.